Yeah, Silent Hill TDS, what's up? Yeah, come on. I.O.W. Sports Network, late night edition. Let's go. Come on.
We about to raise the bar. Wild card mall. Everybody grab a seat, cause you know we about to spark. Late night sports talk. Modelo Le Cigar. Man, you don't wanna start. Wild card mall. We about to raise the bar. Wild card mall. Everybody grab a seat, cause you know we about to spark. Late night sports talk. Modelo Le Cigar. Man, you don't wanna start. Wild card mall. Hey. L Boogie with the hot flame, ashtray full of top names, little tree for your membrane. This the 9-hour time frame. I just snatched up a 6-pack, got my hands on a lid pack, whipping up a little batch of snacks. Yeah, man, I think I'm all set. Late night, can't sleep. Go ahead and just tap in. Better grab you a cold one, and we about to get some laughs in. Wild card on the microphone, he'll hit you with a couple flurries. Y'all need to just strap in for some entertainment sports commentary. About to raise the bar. Wild card bar. Everybody grab a seat, cause you know we about to spark. Late night sports talk. Modelo Le Cigar. Man, you don't wanna start. Wild card bar. We about to raise the bar. Wild card bar.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What's going on? What's going on, folks? How we doing? How we doing? It's your man, Wild Card Mar, back in the building. I know things look a little different. Trying to switch it up, change it up. So it's just a work in progress for sure. I do want to shout out my main man, Hezekiah Littlejohn. You see this Chiefs LED joint? He personally made that, handcrafted it. He's out in California, shipped it to me about a few years ago, and I'm actually about, like, literally just now putting it in use. So still works. You see the LED lights popping. He wired it all. He fabricated it. Looks just, hey man, it's legit. I ain't had to pay none of them big companies to do it. My man Hezekiah Littlejohn hooked it up. I don't know if he's still making them, but he made mine. But hope you like the new shindigs. You know, a wise man once told me, hey man, get rid of that green screen. I kept fighting it, and it's time to do it. You know, change the game. That's how you evolve, baby. That's how you evolve. But appreciate everybody tuning in. Like, share, subscribe to that channel. But let's talk some sports, y'all. Obviously, NFL still making a lot of noise. They dropped the schedule release today. Hey, hey. NFL still always makes some noise, right? Even in their off season. So we'll go over some of the key matchups. You know, obviously we'll talk about the Thanksgiving days. You know, they got the Black Friday days, who's playing on Christmas, and all that good jazz. So yeah, we'll go over all that NFL schedule in a moment. But obviously, it's you know, it's NBA playoffs time. It is NBA playoffs time, and we got to give some credit to the Boston Celtics, man. They went out there and just made sure that, hey, if y'all gonna take us out, y'all gonna have to take us out fighting. And they pushed the series to game 6. Now, for those who watched last night's episode, you know, my man Bobby G was able to tune in, join me and Randy on our usual Talk Our Shit Tuesdays, Taco Tuesdays. And I told Randy, I said, man, knock on that wood, man, finish it. And look, I get it. The series is going back to New York. That fan base is going crazy. But you don't want to leave the door open. You don't want to mess around and leave the door open. All right, you don't want to mess around and leave the door open. Because at the end of the day, Boston Celtics ain't got nothing to play for. I was kind of listening to Inside the NBA, listening to the you know, Chuck, Shaq, Ernie, and Kenny. I was listening to the fellas before I started this show, and I'm kind of in the same mindset that Charles Barkley is in. Hey man, don't mess around and leave this door open for Boston Celtics. All right. Like, I get it. Jason Tatum got hurt. We get that. But they still got a lot of those pieces that just won a championship last year. They got championship pedigree. All right. A lot of those they still got some guys that been to their other finals appearance a couple of years ago against the Warriors. You got some cats that's on their Boston roster that's been there, done that, and what you got them? What else you got to play for? I know you New York folks don't want to hear this, y'all, but I remember y'all was up 3-0 in a baseball series one time, huh? Yankees fans, holla at your boy. Yeah, y'all was up 3-0, huh? Y'all messed around and let the Red Sox win 4 in a row. First MLB team to come back from down 0-3. Now I get it, Celtics weren't down 0-3, but I'm just making the correlation of the two sports cities, Boston and New York. Yeah, they don't like each other. But we seen a Boston team come back from a deficit on a New York team before. We've seen this before. All right. And all I'm saying is when it comes to the Knicks, how cursed they are, to me, in my humble opinion, it was their best bet to have finished it off tonight and then go back home knowing that you already got it, in the bag, knowing that you're going to get ready for Indiana. This is the series that everybody, WWE wants it. I posted something in the I.O.W. Facebook page today. Hey, WWE wants it. They had a Tyrese Halliburton and a Jalen Brunson moment on a SmackDown episode. All right. But, true basketball fans want this. I want it. Reason why I want this Pacers and Knicks series is because it's so nostalgic. As I talked about it last night, it's so nostalgic. It's something that it reminds us of old school basketball. Because it's going to get physical. They're going to get after it. It's going to get nasty. It's going to get ugly. We're going to see how the refs referee that matchup. But we got to get there first because Boston said, not so fast, my friend. They pulled a Lee Corso. Shout out to Lee Corso. Put in his retirement papers, finally at ESPN. But I'm just saying, like, come on, man. Like, what? New York Knicks, don't do this to your fans. Don't do this to your fans. Knicks, don't do this to your fans. If you do this to your fans, there's going to be a lot of hurt feelings. It's going to be a lot of sad singing and flower bringing across the boroughs. A lot of people going to be hurt. Oh, Lord. No. And they gonna say again, they did it to us again. Hey, I can see it right now if y'all mess around and let Boston mess around and come back and get this to 7. I was listening to what Charles Barkley had to say, and he's 100% right. In game 6 for the New York Knicks, must win. Must win. Because you don't want to take this to 7 and then it goes back to Boston. You've lost all momentum if that happens. If Knicks don't, they should have closed it out tonight. They should have closed it out tonight. All right, I'm standing pat on that. They should have closed it out tonight because you don't let them boys get any inspiration. They already got enough inspiration. It happens to he just had Achilles surgery. All right. That was their inspiration. They made it clear. They made it known. Even after the game, the post interview, I think it was Jaylen Brown. Oh, that was for Tatum. They are already rallying behind Jason Tatum. They're already rallying behind him. That's all they needed was that inspiration right there for them to go ahead and, you know, keep the series alive. Like, come on now. So you mess around and you don't you mess around and don't close it out. And what's today? Wednesday? You don't close it out, I think, Friday? Man. Because if you don't close it out Friday, then it's going to go back to Boston on a Sunday, and they're going to be so amped. They're going to be crunk, and you lost all momentum. I'm telling you. Don't do it. Take care of business, New York Knicks. But let's go over where things kind of went wrong for the Knicks tonight. I tell you what went wrong. I need more from Mikal Bridges. I need more. That I.O.W, you didn't help. Karl-Anthony Towns, another solid game. Hey, can we give Karl-Anthony Towns his credit? All right, let's give him his credit. I'm gonna give him his credit. You see the 3-point attempts coming down. He's playing more, you know, to his size, balls, his body type. I should reword that. But no, for real though. Josh Hart, he tried to help. He had a solid game. All right. But I'm looking at Mikal Bridges. Come on, you got to give me more. And it's crazy the one time that actually Thibodeau actually goes into the rotation, he didn't get much from the bench. I get it. You know, McBride chipped in 11. But for the most, like, just look at he went, what's that? 1, 2, 3. Yeah. He went about almost like 8 people deep off the bench. You don't really see that from Tibbs. You might see maybe 3 guys off the bench get some PT. This guy went about 8 people off the bench. That's unusual from Tibbs. So I'm kind of noticing that at the same time too. Maybe that strategy of him actually going into the bench might have actually backfired for once. Because, you know, me being a basketball fan, I see Tibbs coach all the time. I'm like, hey, man, go into your bench. And he never does. And the time that he does tonight, it backfired on him. I don't know if that's the actual reason why they lost, but and it was just tough. I was just looking at that game, and you know, Jalen Brunson was trying to you know, do what he can do. But again, Mikal Bridges brought nothing. I.O.W brought nothing. So two of your 5 starters brought you nothing. And obviously, I'm not actually being you know, literal that they brought nothing. But just look at, you know, especially points wise, they didn't, you know, especially from Mikal Bridges, what you paid him for, what you got him for, and I.O.W, you traded for him, you know, getting 9 points from Mikal Bridges and 6 points from I.O.W. You like, nah, I need better production. But you got to go ahead and then give Boston their credit. They're down a guy, you know, one of their best players for sure. Derek White, oh my goodness. Boston was smart to re-sign that guy. They were smart to re-sign that guy. You know, is he an all-star, superstar? No. But this guy, for some reason, always, you know, especially on this team, finds these moments that he just, you know, just goes berserker sometimes. I can't explain it. He balled 34 points. That's crazy. Jesus Christ. You need hey, I think every team need a Derek White on their squad. He's not going to be the most flashiest guy, but damn, this guy can, you know, help your team, man. Especially if he gets to cooking. Jaylen Brown, you know, not too shabby of a night. 9 of 17 shooting, 3 for 5 downtown. 5 of 8 from the free throw line. And we got to do better than that. But hey, 8 boards, 12 assists. Damn, 12 assists. I like when I was watching the game, I didn't know it was that many assists from Jaylen Brown. Goodness gracious, that's good business right there. That's good. That's damn good business. So he walked away with a double-double. Obviously, the Pritchard came off the bench. Cornette, he energy guy. He helped close that game. I know. There was some times if you watch that game, New York was trying to close the gap. They were trying to, and then next thing you know, Cornette would make just a hustle play or something like that, or a good defensive play. And then, he also, chipped in 10 points, 9 boards, 7 blocks. See what I'm talking about? Superstar goes down. All right. Cornette steps up, 7 blocks, 10 points, 9 boards. All right. That's your guy off the bench. Stepped up. Pritchard, 17 points, 3 assists, 5 boards. Most importantly, I don't like the amount of attempts he took behind the arc, 14 of them, but yeah. Sheesh. But he made 5 threes. A lot better from the Celtics, 40, let's call it 45% from behind the arc. A lot better from what they've been doing. Definitely a more efficient, and get it. I get it. Kristaps Porzingis is not healthy. If that's the case, sit him down. Because I believe there was a quarter or something that he didn't play, and Joe Mazzulla was like, "Yeah, he couldn't breathe." What you mean he can't breathe? All right, so he's done for the series, right? Because anytime a person tell me they can't breathe, that I don't think they should go out and go play basketball again. Just saying. I don't know. I'm not a health expert, but I'm like I said the other night. Y'all know me. I'm a dot connector. I connect dots. I'm having trouble breathing. Me doing a exercise or an activity like a basketball that's going to raise my heart pressure. Maybe I shouldn't play that. I don't know. Maybe somebody tell me. You experts that are doctors, registered nurses, all y'all in the medical field. Y'all let me know. I did marry a woman that was a registered nurse. I might know a little bit. I just know a little bit that if you can't breathe, that going back on the basketball court probably ain't no wiser decision. Just saying. But no. Porzingis, hopefully he's all right. Hopefully. But, I said it if it was last night or the night before, he hasn't really been given much in the series. I get it. He's hurt. Hey, it's playoff time. A lot of people are hurt. There's a whole bunch of people that are hurt. Hey, Nate, where are you going to find a team right now that's 100% healthy? I mean, yes, there's going to be other teams that's going to be healthier than others, but nobody's going to be 100% healthy. That's just not how playoffs work, especially not the way that these refs are letting these players bang. They're letting them bang. All right, so ain't nobody 100%. Not even close. Not even close. But cream soda. Shit slapping. Question, y'all. Is it the end of a dynasty? I mean, come on. We know the answer to that question. Don't we? We do know the answer to that question, right? Okay, because I think it was just just rhetorical. That was just me, trying to fill time. Did it work? Okay. All right, it didn't work. All right, cool. Regardless, man. At the moment that I thought the Warriors rejuvenated their dynasty when they acquired Jimmy Butler at the trade deadline, I was like, okay, solid move. And y'all saw it worked out for him. It did. Because obviously you get to the playoffs, you get to this round. But here's my problem with the Warriors. And it definitely got exposed in this series because of the health of Steph Curry. He missed what's that? He was done in 5. Yeah, he missed at least 3 of those games. Damn near 3.5 of those games. Missed them. So you're talking about Steph Curry, the best shooter that I've seen. The best shooter of a basketball in my life I've ever seen. Is not on the court. Where are you getting your offense from? I get it. Jimmy Butler can do his thing. But Jimmy Butler is no spring chicken either. Come on now. We saw when he did that fall in the first round. That boy was hurting the tail. Ow! Hurt dog holler. Ow! Yeah. Jimmy ain't no spring chicken. Jimmy Butler prone to come up with some nagging injury and miss some time too. Let's not act like that. Come on now. Golden State Warriors, the reason why they haven't extended that dynasty is because they don't get younger. Look at some of their younger talent. Kuminga, say what you want about him. I think he's a solid player. Hell of an athlete. Why don't you let Pimp have an actual run? Let him run. These young stallions. Get Payton second. Obviously, I'm not asking for offensive, help from him. But damn it, guarding the perimeter, come up with some steals, some blocks, some more possessions. If you do that, that brings value to what we're trying to do. It brings value to you as an individual, as a player. A coach is going to see you do that, do the grunt work, get the rebounds, hit the floor. When the dirty boys hit the floor, you better hit the floor. When they hit the floor, you better hit here we here, boy. See, I know I threw that in there. So I'm just saying, man. When you got a team that is real reliant on a Steph Curry, and you absolutely got, and this is why I question sometimes the coaching prowess of Steve Kerr. How does he not find a way to find some type of offense outside of Steph Curry? It's like, oh, I got Steph Curry, I just rely on him. No, you can't do that. You can't just rely on him. Where's your where's your actual coaching abilities to coach your team to play? Get inspired. Do something. Come on now. I get it. It's Steph Curry. I ain't no dumb. I know who that is. Steph Curry with the pop, boy. I know who that is. So, yeah, when he ain't playing, yeah. Jimmy, I told y'all last, Jimmy knew. He said, man, it's rough not playing without Steph. Week later, out to Cancun. 1 week later, I hit him with the damn 1 week later SpongeBob meme. Yeah, 1 week later. Hey, it was all good about a week ago. Got that one win. It was up 1-0. Yeah. Damn. Damn. It was all good about a week ago. Hey, man, I'm just saying. Where was you going to get your office from? All right. Where exactly was you going to get your office from? Buddy Hield has been hella streaky. All right. He's been hella streaky. Sometimes he good. And then sometimes he's tonight. What he was tonight. Like, come on, bud. What we doing? 2 for 9? 2 for 9. Now what we doing? 8 points? I remember you was supposed to, I remember, oh, come on, man. What we doing? What we doing? Shout out my tribal chief, my brother tribal chief, Bobby Chief. What do you do, Brody? Now, I'm just saying, man. Like, come on. What you over here? What you over here doing, Buddy Hield? You ain't helping the cause. You know, Jimmy struggled. Jimmy Butler struggled. 4 of 11. It was just bad. Come on now. That bad business. I know Jimmy put up 17, but damn, he had to get to the free throw line 11 times to get to there. Like, my goodness. Draymond, you know he ain't giving you nothing, but somehow he got 10 points because, again, I don't know how that happened. He hit 1 3, got 2 free throws. Okay. 5. I'm messing Draymond. But still, you're not asking for Draymond to help you on the points tip. Come on, man. What are we doing? Matter of fact, you wasted a good offensive game from Draymond. The fact that he got 10 points. Yeah. You wasted a good offensive. How dare you, Golden State Warriors, waste a good offensive game from Draymond Green? How dare y'all? The audacity. Yeah. What's his name? Podziemski? I know I ain't good with names. He the one that really kind of tried to fight. He threw in 28. I see Moody threw in 12. And there it is again. Kuminga off the bench with 26 points. You played him 32 minutes. I like that starter. You played him more than Buddy Hield. That's starter minutes. Steve Kerr kills me sometimes. I don't know, man. I don't know how he doesn't know how to use, cats like Kuminga. He fumbled Wiseman, I thought, for sure. Come on, man. I don't know what you do. And so it's come on, man. With Golden State, obviously, it's easy to say, oh, get younger, but I think we've been saying that about them for the last couple of years, and then they finally just let go of Clay last year. They was holding on to him. Like, literally, that man had some injury problems, was in and out of the lineup for, the last few years. They was patient with him. And then all of a sudden, they finally got rid of him. So that they stay loyal to these cats, especially the people that was part of those championship runs. Oh, yeah. Except KD. But I'll say this. Yeah, don't ever rule out a reunion between Steph and KD and Draymond, because Draymond still signed. Draymond ain't going nowhere. They need the goon. Draymond the goon. All right, y'all. Look, can we be honest, y'all, about the Golden State Warriors? All right. Draymond been a goon his whole career, ever since he got on the floor. Come on. He gets after it. We know what's going to go. We know what's going to go with homeboy. Hey, but Draymond, do me a favor. Relax, bro. You're over here getting fined because you over here. You don't like the refs. Oh, I see what y'all doing. That is kind of funny. Like, I ain't gonna lie. That is kind of funny. Nah, for real though. But for real. Look, the Warriors had their time in the sun, and just for them to even, be in this position, um, kudos to them. But until they get younger, I don't think it's not going to matter. Like your man Kaminga gave you what he did off the bench tonight. I'm not saying the guy's you know, all around best dancer in America. Come on, man. The best dancers. Think they're the best dancers. Oh man. The golden days of Golden State. They're far behind us. Well, you gotta give credit to Ant-Man. Well, I will say Ant-Man didn't have the best shooting game tonight. But here's what I love about cats like Ant-Man. He's gonna still find a way to impact the game. Shot was off. All right. Shot was off. He had some trouble. Let me preface this. In the first half of the game, his shot was off. Had better shooting at the back end of this game, but it didn't start too good for Ant. And so this is what I love about superstars like Ant. It wasn't clicking for you personally, offensively, in the first half. So what do? You find a way to still be part of the game. And what I mean is find another stat sheet find another column on the stat sheet and go start filling that up. All right, my shot's off. Well, let me play defense. All right, get some blocks, get some steals. Okay. I mean, we just got to put it like that. So my thing with Ant-Man, hey, he showed up when it mattered. He may not have filled up the point sheet at the beginning of the game, but he filled up other columns on that stat sheet. One in particular, assist. You gotta love a superstar, because Anthony Edwards is a superstar. I think he's at superstar status. Just my opinion. But when you get to that status, you absolutely are having a bad start to your game, but you still find another column on that stat sheet to fill it up. And the fact that he dropped 12 dimes tonight, my goodness, you got to be happy. You got to be happy as a T-Wolves fan. Like, that's my guy is dropping dimes in the middle of him struggling offensively. Because eventually he's going to get his. But the fact that he said, you know what? Struggling, shot a little ugly right now. Hey, Rudy. Reed. Conley. Daniels. Who else wants some? You get assists. You get assists. You get assists. You gotta love stuff like that. I do. Because when that means that your superstar is aware of what the hell is going on. Someone creeping in my home. I know I'm a music guy. I had to sneak that in there. I'm just saying, at the end of the day, when you I know I crack myself up sometimes. when you got somebody Ant-Man status, man, you come on, man. I just love it. I just love the fact that he is willing to still impact the games in other ways when his shot is off. And when other superstars do stuff like that, I love it. That's basketball. Shots off. All right, let me do something else. Got everybody else involved. And in 12 assists, you gotta love that as a basketball fan. Sharon is Karen. But I also want to talk about Julius Randle. Rudy Gobert, 28 minutes, 8 of 9 shooting. 1 of 4 from the free throw lines. Hey, still got to work on those free throws, Rudy. Just saying. Just saying. Because you went from 17 points and could have actually had 20. You make your free throws. But regardless, 8 boards. He got a block in there. Only 2 personal fouls. Oh. Yeah, man. All starters for Minnesota, double figures. That's definitely why they closed that series out tonight. That's definitely why they closed that series out tonight. Again, Buddy Hield, what that stunk up the joint, 8 points. Get out of here, kid. 2 of 9. Oh my. What are you doing, bro? What are you doing? See, that's when you go as a teammate and say, hey, man, you see what Anthony Edwards is doing? He's struggling at his personal shot. You go do something else. Yeah, you go do that. Go do what Ant-Man doing. Go get better, baby. But Ant-Man and Julius Randle, with him, I definitely want to shout him out because as he was getting interviewed post game, they was like, man, any pressure? Because you haven't really been to this point of making it to a conference finals. Fair enough. But I just got to give Julius Randle his credit. 13 of 18. All right. 13 of 18. Pretty efficient night shooting for him. Only 6 of those attempts were from behind the arc. He made 2 of them. But no, 29 points, 8 boards, 5 assists. Man, that's a beautiful stat line for Julius Randle. But I saw as he was about to come do the interview, I can't remember who it was. It was like anyway, regardless, I'm having a brain fart, so let's move past it. Well, it's not been that important. But I don't know how this series between who the T was. They said that they split with OKC in the regular season on Inside the NBA, and then they I believe with the what's that other team, man? I need to start smoking. Denver. They swept Denver in the regular season. Well, which is huge. Seeing as how Jokic be. Hey man, it don't matter. I'm kidding. Whatever team Minnesota get, be prepared. Be prepared on another level. Because this man Ant-Man is playing on another level. He's playing on another excuse me, on another level. If I'm the Denver Nuggets, even if you win that series, I see why they swept you. Say what you want about Rudy Gobert. I'm a big critic of Rudy Gobert. He had a solid game tonight. In a closeout game, had a great closeout game against the Lakers a couple of weeks ago. Had a great closeout game tonight. Maybe he's the closer. I don't know. Dad joke. All right, I'm a dad. I don't care. But yeah, man. If the T-Wolves go against the Nuggets again, I would favor them. It's just I think they match up with size-wise, pause, with Denver. They just do. Obviously, if you're Rudy Gobert, you stay in Jokic's hip pocket, try to disrupt. I mean, that's the best, that'd be the strategy I would come up with. But then again, what do I know? I don't know. I'm just a content creator, baby. What do I know? I don't know a damn thing. If they go against OKC, I know you split the regular season, but yeah, that's the tough one right there. That's the one that you can really say, oof. Yeah, this one might go 7. If they go up against OKC, I think it might be 7. And I'm okay with that. Because give me all of the Ant-Man versus versus SGA. Give me all that. I know I need to start I need to start smoking that with shit, man. Got me memory loss and everything. But yeah, SGA versus Ant-Man can sell. I would take my money, please. Take it. I would. That'd be a dope Western Conference Finals. Dope Western Conference Finals for sure. All right. But let's move on because there's another topic I really wanted to get to today. Because it's it's that most important time of the year. Talking about schedule release, baby. Yeah. NFL. They dropped them damn schedules today, baby. All them 20 all them teams dropped them 32 teams dropped the schedule today. And this is how they're kicking it off. They're kicking it off week 1, obviously opening Thursday. Jalen Hurts and them Cowboys. I like it. Reason why I like it, you open up the season with obviously the defending champions, but a division rival. That means you're going to get a damn good football game. More times than not. All right. I'm not going to jinx them now, so let me knock on that wood again. But come on now. When Cowboys and Eagles get together, that's definitely must-see TV. And then, of course, that Friday, the Brazil game in Sao Paulo, you'll see my Kansas City Chiefs. Yeah, you see the boys. They're going to be taking on the Chargers. That's technically a Chargers home game. All right. Then you get Cardinals Saints to kick off the opening slate. Dolphins, Colts, Raiders, Patriots, Steelers, Jets, possibly Aaron Rodgers versus old team. I don't know. They said I thought it was pretty much a done deal with Aaron in Pittsburgh, but I don't know what's going on. What's taking so long? Giants, Commanders, Panthers, Jaguars, Bengals, Browns, Buccaneers, Falcons, 49ers, Seahawks, Titans and the Broncos, Lions and Packers on opening day. Sheesh. Talking about tough. Texans and Rams. That's a nice matchup. Ooh, okay. This is week 1? Well, damn. Okay. So the Lions, Packers, even okay. Yeah, so 49ers Seahawks is always a 4:00 game. Titans, Broncos, 4:00. Yep. Lions, Packers, Texas Rams. Hey, Ravens, Bills in week 1 for Sunday night football. Oh, goodness. Ooh, man. Damn. You talking about come out the gate swinging. My goodness. Because wasn't just Baltimore open up the season against Kansas City last year. Now they got to open up against Buffalo this year. Hey, man, what y'all do to the NFL? Hey, this is wild. Ravens, what did y'all do to the NFL? Dude, who y'all piss off, bro? Like for real. 2 years in a row, you go against the some of the top teams in the AFC. Open your season. Man, that's tough right there. That's real tough. Mm-mm-mm. And then, of course, the Monday night game is Vikings and Bears. I'm actually kind of shocked by that. One is because who knows how this situation gonna work out with the Vikings quarterback wise. How healthy is JJ McCarthy? What's your viable backups just in case McCarthy ain't ready to go? All right. I shouldn't be the one asking these questions, and I damn sure ain't the one that can, I don't know, y'all. I don't know. Because they move off of Sam Darnold. He gets the money in Seattle. That's rough. Because and I get it with the Bears. Obviously, there's some expectations that's been thrown on them by their fan base of some of the friends that I know that are Bears fans. Because they're like, oh, well, look at all the moves they've been making, especially on the, trying to make the Bears tougher again. Okay. We'll see how everything worked out in the offseason. Because here's one thing that I know about the Minnesota Vikings. They are coached by one hellified defensive coordinator. You might know his name because he ain't scared of soup. Named Brian Flores. Genius mind. The guy's good. All right. I'm just saying, man. You put Brian Flores to coach that defense against Caleb Williams in his second year. All right. Don't get mad, Shy. Don't get mad, Shy. Don't get mad, Shy, when you get wrecked by Brian Flores in week 1. Just saying. Just saying. I'm just saying, man. But this obviously the rematch, week 2. You know a rematch. You know what rematch. Well, let's take a look at let's take a listen to this schedule release from the ESPN.
Hey, come on in. Where you going?
Arrowhead.
Well, that's fitting because you guys are in the Chiefs cab.
Let's go.
Chiefs cab. That's funny.
All right, guys, I'm going to ask you questions about the Chiefs 2025 schedule. If you get 3 answers wrong, you will be punted from this cab. But if you make it all the way to your destination, you're going to win a pair of free tickets to a Chiefs game. All right, yeah. All right, here we go. The Chiefs are bolting to Brazil to open the
Creative.
season against this West Coast rival.
Oh, okay, wait. Okay. It's coming to me. The Chargers.
Yes!
That's pretty dope. That was the Chiefs releasing their schedule. They did the cash cab. That's pretty dope. That's pretty dope. But it's gonna be some games. I'm not gonna go through each week, but obviously week 2, that is a noticeable game that sticks out. Eagles Chiefs. Yeah. That week 2 it's gonna be tough. Maybe Buccaneers Texans looks like a solid matchup. They're doing the doubleheader Monday stuff again. Ugh, I hate when they do that. And just one thing that drives me crazy with the NFL is doing that double Monday. But I'm noticing something. The times that they got listed, they are actually not putting them on top of each other like they did last year. So I think they listened to us, because that was one of my biggest pet peeves is when they did the 2 games on a Monday night. You were actually, start one, and right before that one gets to halftime, the other one is starting. So it's like I'm missing at least 1 3/4 of a game that I would like to watch. Just saying, not everybody has the luxury to, have multiple devices that can stream like me. Have I? Never mind. Week 3 is looking kind of, Rams Eagles stands out to me. Yeah, that's about it. That's the only kind of things that stands out to me. Oh no, Monday night, Ravens, Lions, Ravens. That's a nice little matchup. Week 3, boom, boom, boom. Look, all right, let's get to the gusto. Let's get to the gusto on Thanksgiving Day. Where we at? There we are. Thanksgiving Day. Love my Thanksgiving football. When I saw this release, obviously me being a Chiefs fan, I was excited. Me being in Kansas City, I'm not too far from Texas. So me and wifey talked about it. We might try to plan for that one. So that Thanksgiving, obviously Lions Packers, that's going to be a great matchup. Divisional game, and having that on Thanksgiving is fire. I think that's pretty dope. I think that's real dope. Again, these two teams don't like each other. They respect each other, being in the NFC North, but it always gets down to the nitty gritty with them. All right. Then that obviously Detroit always gets the first Thanksgiving game. Then the second Thanksgiving game will be Kansas City Chiefs and the Dallas Cowboys. So that's dope. That I can't remember the last time that the Chiefs were on Thanksgiving. No, I had to have been maybe 2014, 15, something like that. I remember there was a game against Denver. That was a Thursday night game. But yeah, it's been a minute since they've been on Thanksgiving. I'm excited, so I'm gonna try to get tickets to that. And then, of course, they close it out with Bengals and Ravens. We know what's going on right there. These two teams don't like each other. Bengals, Ravens, always a good matchup. Love to see it. They're going to be, always drag out, knock out, beat the crap out of each other type of games. Maybe he's back in time. I don't know. Black Friday game. Bears, Eagles, again, another showcase for the Bears, but damn it. Damn, that's a lot of love for the Bears so early in the season. What a guy. I'm just saying, bro. Hey, man. Maybe I'm tripping. But that looks like pretty much that Thanksgiving slate. Oh, the Sam Darnold game is Thanksgiving Day too. That weekend, I should say. Vikings Seahawks. That'll be dope to see. Bill Steelers. I guess. I guess. And then, of course, 25th, Christmas Day game is actually on a Thursday. Again, Chiefs and Broncos. I'm gonna say that for a second. Cowboys, Commanders, Lions, and Vikings. That's all on Christmas Day. And I wanted to specifically point this out is because look at the teams that are playing. Lions and Vikings, both in the NFC North. Both teams are looking pretty good. Both made the playoffs last year. And hell, that's going to be a damn good game. And then you got Cowboys, Commanders, of course. We know what this is. It's a rivalry game. And at some point, Dallas going to want some get back from what happened last year. But I love the fact that they are putting divisional games on this Christmas Day. Chiefs, Broncos. You know, gotta love that. So pretty much the Black Friday, Cowboys, Commanders set it off, then Lions, Vikings, and then Broncos, Chiefs. By the way, Cowboys, Commanders, Lions, Vikings are Netflix. I saw a meme, y'all, earlier. It was so funny. They had a reason why I dropped all my cable and satellite, because it's like, damn. It was like, damn, you need all these damn streaming services and devices just to get the NFL. You need a YouTube, you need a damn Netflix, you need a Prime, you need a Hulu, you need a MySpace, you need a Black Planet, you need a Facebook, you need an Instagram, you need a Chime, you needed a Vine, you needed a glass of wine, you needed it all. I'm just, I know I'm being silly, but I'm just saying, man, you need just about every streaming service to watch every game this year on the NFL. Like, literally, between the Netflix, the CBS, the Paramount, I'm like, my goodness, y'all got making money hand over fist. Hand over fist. My goodness. My goodness. But I will say this, NBA, y'all messed up. Y'all should not have let. That's crazy. That's crazy. NFL's crazy, man. I'm looking at the rest of these matchups, especially on that weekend of the Christmas. Okay. Yeah. They're definitely relying on that. Oh, no. Ravens Packers looks like a solid matchup right now. Yeah. This ain't like solid. And a lot of that stuff is can be flexed with their new flex rules, because that's when they had shit that kicked in. But look, I'm gonna get up out of here, y'all. It's been real. It's been fantastic. The NBA has just lost Christmas Day. It used to be y'all day. It is no longer y'all day. It now belongs to the NFL. Ever since they started putting games on Christmas Day, all right, it belongs to them now. Yeah, I know what it is. I'll let your boy. All right, it's been real. Last show of the week, but just going over to my Twitter. You know why? I be talking my guns about a lot of stuff. All right, I'll let y'all. Peace and love. It's been real.
Yeah. Solid Hill TD, yes, what's up? Yeah, come on. I.O.W. Sports Network, late night edition. Let's go. Come on.
We about to raise the bar. Wild card mar. Everybody grab a seat, cause you know we about to spark. Late night sports talk. Como Modelo, let's cigar. Man, you don't wanna start.